Back for episode 12 of Mindful Musings. I have made some decisions in the last 24 hours and I wanted to get on here and I wanted to share with you guys what's going on. So, as a lot of you guys might know, I have been in a teacher training on healing childhood trauma and 7 chakras. That's coming to an end in the next week and a half, and I've been thinking about my next steps as far as growing my business and everything like that. I have decided that I don't want to stop with the certification. I love helping people heal their trauma, tongue-tied, but I know I can do more, and I realize that there's more that I'm passionate about as far as healing. And so I've really been asking myself, what am I really passionate about other than healing trauma? And I'm really passionate about health, and that goes for physical health and mental health. I've always wanted to help people with their mental health, considering everything that I've gone through. I wanted to believe that it wasn't all for nothing, and lo and behold, it's not. I have been in some dark places as far as physical health and mental health, and as I've been going through and healing a lot of my past, I realized that I want to help other people get healthy, mentally, physically. So, starting August, I'm going to be going for another certification in health and wellness, which means I'm going to be a life coach, health, wellness, and trauma. I can heal all 3. I really believe that all of that goes together. It all correlates. If you're not healthy up here, you're not going to be healthy out here. And that goes for how you treat people, how you treat yourself. When you're not in a good mental health space, it's really hard to take care of yourself. And I realized that over the last 5 years. And about 5 years ago, I started my health journey as far as my physical appearance, because I, at the time, had been drinking way more heavily than I should have been. And I was one of those winos, which I'm not dissing on wine, but everything in moderation. And I was not consuming in moderation. What's really cool is my ex-husband had brought it to my attention when we were going to move from North Carolina to Arizona. I was running up the kitchen and he had asked me, "Are you bringing all that with us?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, we paid for it." And he was like, "I just don't think that you should." And I was kind of like, "Well, why?" And he was like, "Well, I just think that you consume too much of it and it's not healthy. And I don't like watching you kill yourself." And I was like, oh my gosh. It was like a dagger to the heart. So then I ended up just pouring all the alcohol right then and there. I just dumped it all in the kitchen sink. And for about 2.5 years, I didn't touch a drop of alcohol. Now, if I am going to have a drink, I make sure to go out and I'll pay for one drink, because I think about my money very often. Especially because my drinks are usually like $9 to $12, because I'm bougie. But so that's just one thing that I changed. And then I started to walk every day. I realized that I needed to move my body at least 20 minutes every day. So I started to do that. So along with cutting alcohol out and walking every day, I started to notice a change in my physical appearance. About 2 years after I had moved away and stopped drinking alcohol, that's when I really started to see the change. It took about 2 years of consistency, and I was not consistent with it the first 2 years. Now, the last 2 years, I picked up yoga and meditation, and I was still walking my dogs every day. It turned into about a 5-mile walk, because I take one dog out at a time, and I have 4 dogs. So there was a lot of changes that I had made, and I realized that I did it on my own. Once my ex-husband had brought up the alcohol thing, I took off with it. I decided, you know what, I'm just going to turn my life around. I don't know why I was doing this in the first place. My mom was an addict, and I grew up around addicts, so I don't know why I'm doing this. And then I realized that my mental health was not okay. I was having very short tempers. And this is over the last 2 years. I was having a really short temper, and I realized that I couldn't finish things that I'd pick up. I'd pick up pottery, and everybody wants to say it's ADHD, and that's cool, but I don't like not finishing things. If I really want to do something, I really want to commit to it. And so over the last 2 years, I've asked myself why it's really hard for me to finish things all of a sudden. It's you know. And so then I healed that part of myself over this last like 4 to 5 week period of me healing my childhood trauma. If you guys are interested in healing parts of yourself, you know, like this, reach out to me. I've got all the tools under the sun now to help you go through the healing that I went through. It's very phenomenal. It's very amazing. It's very easy, and it's not as invasive as you would think. I'm not a therapist. I want to help you get to where you want to be. So I decided that I'm going to get a certification in health and wellness on top of that, because as I started to fix my mental health, the physical health really started to show, especially with the yoga meditation. Now, I don't do yoga for the exercise. That's my walking. My walking my dogs is my exercise. I do the yoga for more of a meditative thing. It's a way for me to quiet my mind, and it's a way for me to connect with my soul. And it's more of a self-reflection of the day. Sometimes I'll do it in the morning, sometimes I'll do it at night. It all depends what I'm feeling up here. So if I wake up in a great mood, usually I'll do some stretching, go throughout my day, walk my dogs. Here in Florida, I've had to completely switch our schedule. I have to walk my dogs like 5:30 in the morning because it's warm here and it's humid, and my dogs have some thick fur. So I usually start my day with walking my dogs, come back, make my coffee, shower, and then I'm starting my day. And sometimes if I wake up and I just don't feel happy, I don't feel right, something's a little off, I'm not waking up with the funnest of moods, I'll do my yoga in the morning. And it really is profound. I do box breathing when I do yoga as well. So that's another tip that you guys can try. 4 seconds in, 4 second hold, 4 second breathe out, 4 second hold. And I do that throughout my entire yoga session. Usually my yoga sessions are about 20 to 40 minutes. Now, I don't have a specific routine I follow. There's not a specific person I follow. I've taken bits of different parts of yoga and I've made my own routine. So again, if you guys are interested in that, reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you set something up like that. But I just wanted to get on here. I wanted to tell you guys what I'm most excited about. And so that means that with this change, there's going to be a content change too. So I didn't want it to be this drastic thing where you guys are like, what the heck is going on? I'm still going to be healing trauma, but I'm also going to be adding on the physical, wellness and nutrition part of it too. So if you guys are interested in that, or there's more of something that you want to see, reach out to me and let me know. I would love to hear some feedback on this. I'm really excited about the certification. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I can't wait for you guys to come back for episode 13 about what I'm learning.